Hello, my name is Shawn Selby, RCW champion of Ronis Championship Wrestling. Today I have a little Q&A thing starting up because a lot of people are confused why RCW is starting again and what's all going on with that and why we had our first show right off the bat with only 3 people. So without further ado, let's get to my little 5 questions that have been asked me enough. First off, what happened to NWF is the first question I was asked, and NWF is still around. This is kind of a separate thing I'm running. NWF only does shows like once a month tops. I didn't feel like that was enough. So I started to rebuild well, now we can call it RCW, since the DUE can't be rebuilt due to the fact King BW has my undisputed title for that federation. That was shut down. But yes, NWF is still around. They're probably still going to have their once a month shows, but RCW is mainly going to have as many episodes as possible compared to their once a month deal. Second question I was asked is, what is the NWO division? People saw in the first episode of RCW Rules the NWO division title for the first time because, well, RCW wasn't really around on YouTube much before it went to the DUE. So the NWO division basically stands for New World Order, as harsh as that sounds. It's mainly a belt designed for younger wrestlers who are kind of working or inexperienced and kind of want to make a name for themselves early in their careers. That's what the belt's designed for. New World Order. Doesn't sound very nice, but at least it's a bunch of noobs gathering to take over RCW in the world. Will it happen? One day, maybe. Question number 3. Who is Darth Ronis? At the end of RCW Rules Episode 1, we saw the old man Ronis himself sitting in his office, laughing and saying he's back. Now, a little bit of a history lesson for people who've never heard of RCW. RCW stands for Ronis Championship Wrestling, and Ronis is obviously the founder. Now, it was obviously revealed that I was Darth Ronis when the mask was taken off at Training Camp 3 in 2008, back in March or whatever. Although that is true, I'm not sure who this Darth Ronis is, because when DUE started, there was another Darth Ronis running around, found out to be Mikey Blitzkrieg. This time I don't know who this Ronis is, but let's pretend it's the real deal. He looks a lot different. The old Ronis had no hair, had like a little long beard. This guy has a huge beard and a lot of white hair. So I don't know what's going on with the whole Ronis situation, but hey, our chairman is back, and that's a good thing. Now we have some management that doesn't involve me making all the decisions. Yeah, so anyway, number 4, with the RCW title and everything, will there be any new titles, and will any of the belts be upgraded? As far as new titles going in, the NWO division and the RCW title were the 2 original belts. We had a hardcore title, but hardcore wrestling is lame, especially when it comes to us. So those are going to be our 2 active titles. We're not going to add anything right now. Maybe later if we get more people. But yes, we are upgrading a title. Right now, this is currently the RCW title. It's upside down. And this is on a webcam, so obviously the title is in reverse. RCW is actually not backwards if you look at it. But yes, this is the RCW title right now. The thing is, though, this is no longer the RCW title. This belt was at one time made in 2007 by Mikey Blitzkrieg, Darkfire, and myself on a hot summer day. We decided to spray paint the hell out of this World Heavyweight title foam belt thing that we bought at Walmart for $10. And it became this prestigious belt that lasted for about a year. Then the DUE came. Well, now that RCW's back, this belt doesn't mean much to me anymore. It's kind of old, kind of, falling apart a bit. As you can see, it's kind of junky, some duct tape right there. So what I want to do is introduce the new RCW title right now. And here it is. It is definitely the new RCW Championship. And it's very pretty. It's a kid-sized replica of Edge's Rated R Superstar title that he introduced when he beat John Cena. Those were good times. But this right now is being treated as the new RCW Championship. And it's mine. Okay, so anyway, on to the last question that I'm going to be answering for you guys today is, Is it true that RCW is having a super show in April? Yes, it's very true. You see, RCW started on April 10th, 2007. That was quite a while ago, almost 3 years. Well, on April 10th, 2010, on the 3-year anniversary of RCW, we are throwing a super show. It's on a Saturday. We're also throwing on Sunday, the 11th of April. It's going to be a huge show, probably the biggest show we'll ever do because we will have people from out of state there. I hope. Hopefully, people watching this will be interested and come along as well. So, open invite to anybody who's out there, out of feds, in our feds. We're going to throw on some huge matches. We're going to celebrate it as one big backyard community family. People from ICW are invited, people from BWA, anybody out there, maybe SWC, anybody. Like, literally any Fed can show up to this. Brad Hazard, we have a history, but you might as well show up too. Same thing with King BW. Even my worst of friends can show up. Like, the worst and fierce rivals of mine, they're welcome to show up. In fact, King BW, if you show up, I would like you to even defend your title. The DUE Undisputed title. I would like to see you defend that one last time in Wisconsin. So why don't you just show up? It doesn't have to be against me. It can be anybody. But yeah, we're going to throw on some huge matches, and hopefully a lot of people show up for this. It would mean a lot to me and the RCW family. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope this answers some of your questions. If any of you have questions about RCW and its return, please leave a comment, and I'll make another video. Alright, cool. This is Shawn Selby, RCW champion and God's gift to backyard wrestling, signing off.